Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. It's me, it's Priscilla, and I want to share with you just a tidbit of information about our family day at the North Carolina Zoo. I am living in North Carolina. I'm a native North Carolinian, and it is so much fun and so many interesting things to learn, to see, and do in the state of North Carolina. So the North Carolina Zoo is in Asheboro, North Carolina, and that's about 1.5 hours from Charlotte, North Carolina, which is where I'm from. But I want to say that on yesterday, that was Family Day for Toyota employees, and we had a ton of fun there. What I remember most is what I'm going to share with you now. My son is an employee of Toyota, but the president that greeted us in assembly fashion as we listened to him speak on yesterday, he made us all feel as if were it not for the family members of the employees, Toyota would not be the success that it is today. So that just made us feel very welcomed and appreciated for what we add to the family. So the entire theme was about family and being familiar with your environment. So as he welcomed us to the family, he shared with us what they're doing here in North America at the Toyota factory, where they're building batteries for the Toyota cars and maybe batteries for other cars as well. But the focus was on what they were doing at this location here in North America. In addition to the president giving us this warm welcome, there was a guest there. It was a young guy who talked about his ambition and his drive and his affiliation with Toyota. He became affiliated with Toyota as a snowboarder, and he had the support of his family in pursuing his dream, and that was snowboarding. Not to become a snowboarder as a specialist or someone who would be entertaining to others, but snowboarding to his own fulfillment and doing things that he enjoyed doing after he had completed his other responsibilities, whatever those responsibilities would be, maybe doing his homework, being respectful to his family members, adults, and other senior people. He went on to share with us, I forget his name actually, but he went on to share with us that as a snowboarder, he decided that he would go and become professional at snowboarding. And I think he said that he was one of the first to participate in the snowboarding contest once it became an official event for the Olympics. And true to form, he has won many contests because he is doing something that he enjoys to this day doing. After listening to his invigorating speech, we were invited to fellowship together in this huge area of an established arena for us to eat. The zoo is located on, I believe, 18 acres of land, and they're still building zoo components. So they had the North America Zoo and they had the African Zoo, and they're building other zoos around. So it was amazing. But before we talk about the zoos, let's talk about the food. We had hot dogs, which is a staple here in North America. Hot dogs, hamburgers, hamburgers with cheese, um, lettuce, tomatoes, and of course the chips. We had soda, water, punch. Then there was another booth if you wanted Mexican food, Doritos, tortilla chips, um, black beans, salsa, just the full gambit of whatever it is that you want. And at the end of each table, there was a variety of chocolate chip cookies, and they were delicious. One of the things that I thought was amazing was that the raffling that they provided for everyone, you had the opportunity to select from about 15 different items what you would like to be considered for winning. Typically, when I think of raffling, there's this big round barrel that everyone puts their ticket inside of it, and someone would turn it, and then a lucky ticket would be drawn. However, in yesterday's event, there were 15 different things from cookout stands to coffee makers, games for kids like an iPad, Walmart gift certificates, Amazon gift certificates, things for the home, whatever they were. There was about 15 different things. So if you didn't want to put your name in what I was accustomed to, a bigger container, your chances of winning something became greater when you got to decide what you wanted to try and win from. Did we win anything? No, but it was fun watching as they called out the winners' names and people excitedly ran up to get what it was that they had won. So that was amazing. Later on, after eating, throughout the park, there were different games and activities for the children to participate in, little booklets that they could go to stations, answer questions, and get their books stamped. And eventually, maybe over 3 to 4 years, they could have a lanyard full of little trinkets to say that they qualified or were able to do certain things. Then we were off to see the animals. Now, my little grandbaby Emil has been to many zoos, but as he ages, he's going to appreciate what he is experiencing by visiting the zoo. So we saw black bears, we saw snakes, bison, elephants, giraffes, some unusual pig that I saw that I was not familiar with. It was a lot of walking, but I believe the goal was to let Emil experience and enjoy being outside with family and bonding. So that was the extent of our trip at the zoo in North Carolina. So if you ever get a chance to come to North Carolina, be sure to check out the North Carolina Zoo. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk with you guys on another day. Bye for now.